This is the end of Module 3.6, Distributive Property with like and unlike terms. So let's finish this up. In the previous one, we talked about doing distributive property, which means getting rid of those parentheses, the grouping symbols. So in this problem, we're going to take our 9 and we're going to multiply it to A and to 3B. So that would be 9A plus 27B. Now you'll notice there's a whole other set of parentheses over here. It doesn't mean that I take the 9 from way down here and distribute it. Look what's next to it, a -2. So we're going to take that -2 and we're going to distribute it to just this set of parentheses. All right, so that would be a negative times a negative makes a positive, so that's going to be positive 8A. -2 times 9B, that's going to be a negative 18B. Now from here is where we're going to combine our like terms. In the previous slide video, we didn't have a like term for our B, but this time you'll notice, look at what I have. I have a 9A, I have an 8A. I can totally put those two together. 9 plus 8 is 17. I'm going to go ahead and write that up here, save us some room. Then I have a 27B and I have a negative 18B. So those two have different signs, so I'm going to subtract and take the sign of the bigger number. So when I do that, I get 27 take away 18, and let's see, what is that, 9? Yeah, that's 9, and it's a positive 9 because the 27's bigger. So that is our final answer, 17A plus 9B. All right, look at this last one. Yes, I know it's fractions. However, look at the fractions that I used. I used really small fractions to get the concept across to you. Remember, once you learn the concepts, it doesn't matter how big or small the fractions are, it's the procedures that matter. So if I take half of 12, anytime you take half of something, what are you really doing? Cutting it into 2 equal parts. So if I took the number 12 and I wanted to cut that into 2 equal parts, each part would be what? 6. So that would be 1/2 times 12, that makes 6x. And then 1/2 times 6, half of 6 is 3, so that would be 3y. Again, like the previous example, I have a whole other set of parentheses over here that I have to distribute. So when I take 1/3 and I multiply it to 9, when you take 1/3 of something, what are you really doing? Dividing by 3. So we're going to divide by 3. So if I take 9 and divide it by 3, I get 3. So that's 3y. And then 1/3 times -12, which means take -12 and divide it into 3 equal parts. How many is that? -4. Now if I look at what I have left over, I look at my x's. Do I have any other x's? No, I don't. So I'm just going to write that down here to save space. Then I look at my y's. I have a 3y here. I have a 3y here. They're both positive. So since they're both positive, what am I going to do? Add. And then I have a poor little -4 down here. He has nobody to combine with, so we just write him down. Now, once I look at this, I realize that both of these are 6's, but look what's attached to them. The coefficient here, 6, the variable, x. Coefficient 6, variable, y. Since they have different variables, they are unlike terms, you cannot put them together. The number -4, he can't be put together with anybody else either. Why? Because he's a constant. He is not a coefficient, and he has nothing behind him. So that's all I have for Module 3.6. Come back for Module 4, and we'll start learning some new lessons.